Hello, Mm, my name is Daniel Garcia, and today I want to talk about the GNOME, the Google Summer of Code, and the Outreachy program on the GNOME and the relation with the GNOME community of these programs. This talk is focused for mentors, but also for students, but this is more for developers and other GNOME contributors that can help in the program as mentors or to promote this. So let's start. For those of you that doesn't know, the Google Summer of Code is a program to promote the development of open source for students. It's a 3 months program where some students collaborate with open source project, developing some project during the summer, and Google pays some money for this work. This is it's a really good program for students because they can earn some money in the summer, and it's really good for open source projects because you have people, you have money in your project, you have people working paid during three months. So this is really good for the open source community, and it's a really good opportunity for students. So the Summer of Code is every year, and is during the summer, and it takes 3 months. We also have the Outreachy program, that is a similar program, but it is not just for students. It is more oriented to promote diversity on these open source projects. So so it is more oriented to people that will not, or it's hard to contribute to open source project, like women, because we don't have a lot of women in the open source, and we need to we are trying to fix that with this kind of project, or people with other disadvantage, like minorities or countries with some problems for to get access to the technology or something like that. So this program is similar. It is like three months internship. The interns doesn't have to be university students like in the Summer of Code. So it's open to more people, I think. And it is the same. It's 3 months of paid work for the project and for the intern. This program happens twice a year, once from December to May, and the other one from I don't remember the months, but I think that it ends now, the second part. But you can take a look to the page, to the web page, and see the dates. Oh, it is here: May to August and December to March. Okay. So these are the programs, and the main problem with these programs, because it is really good for the students or for the interns, and usually there are a lot of interns because it is a a good thing to do during the summer or during the year to 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 participate in a open source project, learn something, and earn some money. So there is not a lot of problem to get some interns, but there are some problems to get mentors. This project need someone to propose some project, to propose the project to do, and to guide the intern during this month, to guide and evaluate the work done, because these people are not are newcomers, or usually are newcomers, or people that are not in the community, so they need someone to mentor during this process, and that takes time and some effort. So it is there are a few mentors, and we need more. I think that we need more. So the mentoring process is not a problematic process. It is not really hard, but it takes some time, not a lot of time, but you need to spend some hours every week to do this. So before the internship, the mentors should propose some ideas. In GNOME, we have the wiki, and we can write, every GNOME developer can write, can propose their ideas. These ideas will be accepted or not by the Outreachy team. And when you have an idea, you can get in touch with possible applicants. So usually they will ask in the official channels that you provide, in the IRC or in the chat or in the by email. They will ask, and the mentors should guide these applicants. Okay, I'm back. Sorry for this. I don't know why, but my computer just shut down. Okay, I will continue. So what I was saying is that the mentor should evaluate these proposals and then choose the intern, decide what intern will receive the money and will work during the process. And during the GSoC or the Outreachy program, the mentor should guide the intern, should review the work and help with the code. So the usual maintainer work or something like that, but also should keep track of the work and ask every week or every few days, ask if the intern can continue, or if it is blocked, something like that. Help, guide, decide what to do next, help with some documentation and this kind of work. So this, the time this will spend depends a lot on the intern, because there are some people that can work alone, and other people need more guidance. And at the end, the mentor should evaluate the work and provide feedback, because there are some feedback checkpoints. So the money is not given in one pay. It is in several different months. So once a month. You need to evaluate if the intern is doing the work, and that's. So what should I mentor? Because it has a lot of disadvantage. So it takes a lot of time. You will need to spend some time mentoring, giving the user. It is possible that being a developer, a GNOME contributor, maybe you can finish the task earlier if you write the code. The student has some motivation to work on this because the student receive the money and it is learning. So all the good things are for the intern, but the mentor doesn't receive anything, and the student will work for 3 months, and maybe at the end of the program the student will disappear, and the mentor or the maintainer of the project should maintain this new code. So why should I mentor? But the thing is that I have to mentor because maybe for some reason, maybe in the past I was the intern, and I will be able to be an intern because there was a mentor there. So now it's my turn to return this and to help all the other to join to the community and to get this to be able to grow. Maybe I I can use this program to promote projects that I have no time to work on, or I have some idea that I doesn't spend time on that, so I can propose some projects and let the student to work on that. It is possible to also reward some students that now are collaborating with the community, because this community is big enough to have really working students. I mean, students that are contributors to project without this program, and this program can benefit them. And it is really good to bring new people to the GNOME community. So, for example, I like a lot these programs, and I'm trying to participate in all of these. So for my projects or the project that I'm maintaining, these are all the interns that I have during since 2018. So for Fractal, you can see that we have a lot of interns working on this. I can remember Julian was working. Julian Sparber is a GNOME contributor. We have also other people that contribute less, but we have great improvement in the project working on that. And right now, this year, we have Alejandro working on this, that is a non-contributor for the project, but this year is working as an intern. And for the GNOME translation editor, we have also some interns. All of these, I'm trying to use this program to promote some functionality that I don't have time to work on. So I can we can have someone working on that. Without this program, I'm really sure that this project doesn't get all these contribution or features. The important thing about this talk, and I want the people to participate here or at the end with some proposals, because this is not perfect, but I think that it could be better. Because right now I can see that there are not a lot of proposal, because this, I think that even almost all the years that I propose something, I get some intern, and it is really good for me, but I want to have some problems to get interns. I mean, I want to. I would like to have to request intern and to fight with other projects or with other GNOME project to get the intern, because there are a lot of proposals, but in some of these programs my proposal was the only one, so I get the intern. So I think that we need more mentors. How can we improve this? I was thinking a bit. I think that I don't have the answer, but maybe we can try something. So maybe we can try to keep track of the past interns and try to ask every year to mentor. Ask actively, so maybe they can give back something that they received in the past. We can ask companies related with the project to promote this for the employees, to promote, to give some time for mentoring inside the GNOME. Maybe I'm really sure that a lot of companies will be happy to let 1 or 2 hours a week for their employees to be mentoring someone. And this could be really good for these companies that work with GNOME technologies, because they will know new people that maybe could be interested in working on their company. And we can try to maybe we can try to follow students or interns, because there are a lot of interns that only participate in the community during the program, and we lost them after the program. So I think I know that this is really hard, because everyone has their own issues, and it is not the same during the when you have a work to do, or the interest change, and it's really hard to keep the people in the community. But we can try to improve this more actively, or it's something, I don't know. If you have some ideas, we can try to improve this.
Sorry to interrupt, we have a few minutes left.
Okay, I have 2 slides, so this is I can finish in 1 minute. As a student, you can make it easy for the mentor. Try to not take a lot of time from the mentor. Do all the thing by yourself and try to work async. And use the community, not just the mentor. And if you have no time to mentor, or if you are not confident to be mentor because you don't know the technology or something like that, you can co-mentor. So 2 people could be mentor for one project, or you can try to help, maybe not as a mentor, but as an active member of the community where there are some interns. You can try to review or to actively ask the intern and the mentor how this is going and if you can help or something like that. And that's all that I have to say. So
Thank you. Yeah,
okay.
Thank you for the great talk. So we have a couple of minutes still left for questions. There are many questions. So if anyone else are having questions, post them in the chat. I'll start with the first question. There is a huge gap for non-English speakers regarding getting into this program. Is there any initiative to adopt these programs for non-English speakers, collaborators, or students? For example, maybe add a translator or provide mentorship in other languages. How can GNOME project help for adopting models that help a more diverse non-English contributors?
I think that all of this depend on the mentor, because I'm a Spanish speaker, so I can mentor Spanish people in Spanish. The official communication is in English, but the day-to-day communication can be done in Spanish. For example, right now with Alejandro, I do the day-to-day talk with him in Spanish because we talk Spanish. So all depend on the mentor. If the mentor talk other language, I think that it is okay, and we can try to promote this for not English speakers. Maybe try to help to fill the official form. For example, for the Summer of Code, you need to do the paperwork in English. I don't know. I think that for the Outreachy program is the same.
Thank you. More a question about Outreachy in general than mentorship. Is there any open positions for other things other than coding, programming, like translations, design, and things like that?
Yeah, the program is not just for programming; it's for collaborating with an open source. So it could be possible to propose project for translation, for design, or for everything else. So it not just programming. So any mentor can provide something related with the project, but not code, not just code. So it is possible. We just need to propose that project.
Okay, thank you. We have 3 questions. I'll go with the third one, which will be the last one, and maybe you will be able to answer them in Etherpad. So the last question for tonight or today, depending where you are. What are your thoughts to students who are interested to solve newcomer bugs and get started with getting involved with the project? Would you like to mentor those newcomers? And then later on work with small projects with them once they get idea of the code base? Like students who are not in Google Summer of Code and looking to learn by contribution for long-term contribution, but need a helping hand initially.
Yes, I think that this is the same. We need this need an effort from the maintainer or the developer to explain how to solve this and to have the patience to explain all the things instead of doing everything, because it it is always easier to do by yourself because you know the code base. But in the long term, it is better to explain to someone and to let them to learn how to do that. So we need people that spend more time in this task instead of coding, maybe. But it's I think it is hard to promote this kind of work because it is a mentoring work at the end. So this is really hard for newcomers because there are few bugs tagged, and it is really hard always to ask to them know about how to do something, because you always think that you are really stupid asking stupid questions. But we need to explain that there are no stupid questions, and you will always try to do that.
Okay.
But I don't know how to fix that. We need to. There are people working on that. I think that we can try to collaborate more.
Okay. So thank you for your talk. Feel free to continue discussing in the chat.